Give us a second. Just keeping an eye on Bitcoin at the moment at the same time as well. Wow, that's sour. What? Wait, 1 second, 1 second. I need to read this. 1 second. Sorry for the late. I was in the toilet post Christmas suffering from diarrhea. Oh shit. Daink Country Club. Morning to you guys, man. How's it going, man? Blow this all off, man. There's some fucking dust and shit. How's it going, guys, man? It's been a minute. Happy holidays to you guys as well. It is freaking the last week of 2022. So that's quite I've got kids' toys behind me and shit. Shit. There you go. Kids' toys and shit. Ah, never mind. Let's get this cracking there. How's it going, man? Fucking hell. It's been a minute. It's been a bit too long though. It's like a whole week of no Dank's Daily Trade on YouTube as well. So it's been a little quiet for me on YouTube itself. But how you guys doing, man? You guys had a wonderful Christmas. You guys, got loads of presents and stuff like that. I mean, maybe you guys are a bit. Well, you guys should be too old to get presents. That's the fact. You should be giving presents. But I hope you guys are doing well, man. It's wonderful to be here again. It's good to see you guys as well. It's good to actually be in the same room as you guys. Smash up the likes, everybody, man. Let's get this cracking. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this going as well. Bitcoin is going to be interesting as well. I was thinking of doing like a Bitcoin session with DCC on the Friday itself in regards to the plans for the year itself. But for you lovely people as well, I'm going to do this on YouTube actually on Friday. Time will be set. I can't tell you exactly when. Probably be in the evening-ish. Because you got Jummah in it. I gotta go Jummah. I don't like doing streams during Jummah time as well. I think that's if you're streaming during Jummah, that means you're not doing Jummah. Jummah in the UK is 1:30, around 1:30, 1:45, depending where you are. So it'll be probably in the evening itself as well. Ready for 2023. 2023 is gonna be a banger in my opinion. Really gonna be a huge ass motherfucking banger. Now the reason why, right, is like. If you look at Bitcoin at the moment, we're at like 16.8k, 17k, around that number. Well, less than 17k. Like, we are struggling to pass 17k. Right? It's struggling to break above 17k to reclaim that and go higher. We can't even actually. It's been quite slow in terms of the price action itself. However, I'm freaking surprised by some of the guys on in the DCC in the Country Club as well. Namely, you got TCX, you got Shreds, Bomb Biggie. There's a couple of other guys as well, but those three has actually came out of nowhere and just fucking blasted the shit out. Thinking they were trading during Christmas Day on scalps on 50x leverages, and I was like watching them. I was like, yo, these guys are fucking mad, you know? Like even I wouldn't do that. I mean, like I'll tell you, I'll give you an example. So I was speaking to someone within the group as well yesterday night, and I was saying that when it comes to like the yearly ends and stuff like that, like obviously like experience plays a big factor as well. And 2018, 2019, towards the end of the year, I was trying to play the market, but I was making a lot of losses. That's the honest truth, right? I'm making a lot of losses in 2018, 2019 towards this period of the year, the last week especially, because you just don't know what's going on. It's quite hard to read the prices itself. But then 2020 things changed. 2020, what happened was I started scalping. I started scalping the shit out of it for the yearly close, around the yearly close. It was Litecoin. I was scalping the crap out of it on shorts. That's how fucked up it was, and that was in the bull market. 2021. I didn't take any trades during like this the last 2 weeks the last 2 weeks of December, and then in 2022 things have changed. Like I'm taking one simple trade on Bitcoin, for example, keeping it nice and easy. It's Tuesday today. And we'll just play this level to level, and we'll go through the whole thing. And then in terms of a brief plan of like the rest of the week, what could happen, X, Y, and Z on the bullish side and the bearish side. So without further ado, let's do the morning salams and stuff like that. So we got Bomb Biggie, Daink Country Club, Steve TN, Cryptiques in the house, John Kaboosh, Mr. M. We got Dunbar, we got David. How you doing, man? Morning to you guys. Ning's in the house. Brule's also here. Morning to you too as well. We got Daink Country Club. Well, I already said that. I'm not suffering from diarrhea. That's no, I don't enjoy with the camera. We got Morningstar. Good to have you here. Yassine, how you doing, brother? Daink, what does Daink stand for me? Daink in French means crazy. Daink, it means dunk. Dunk, it's spelled like that. Dunk in French means crazy. Mm. And I think it fits me. I'm just a fucking nut job. We got Renault Talisman 1.6T. How you doing, man? Hello, man. 1 inch can go down. Ooh, 1 inch. That's an interesting one. I haven't looked at 1 inch. I know that they got some promotion going on at the moment, so bear market still things gonna go down anyway. In my opinion, I don't think it's gonna go any up higher or X, Y, and Z. But we'll make the plans anyway. Ed, how you doing, my bro? Good to have you here. Kenneth's in the house. Please watch the volatility in 1 inch. We'll talk about volatility in just a second before we carry on. Raphael. Got Paul Sinclair, Rack, House of O, good to have you here. Angelo, Hugh Janus, it's good to have you. It's really, really good to have you. So, before we carry on, it's like the name Daink really stands with me, because I'm such a fucking nut job. That who do you ever see smoking on a stream? You know what I'm saying? Who do you see that you don't see that shit happening? That's just not natural stuff. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find a particular chart. There we go. There we go. All right, so let's just, without further ado, let's talk about volatility. All right, volatility, guys. In the DCC, we can do this a bit more in depth later on if you guys are interested about this. But we'll talk about this briefly and explain what this is. Now, the Bitcoin historical volatility index, BVOL. So you can type in BVOL. This one is the BVOL 7D, 7 days on the monthly. This is as well. So looks like a bag of shit. Like, who knows what the hell's going on? It's just like, you'd be looking at, it's consolidation, bro. Like, yeah, we're going to break out over here. This is the range band environment. This is the range band environment. Or we're going to break down and go lower to the minuses, or we're going to go back up on the higher. It doesn't work like that. So similar, you guys must be aware of VIX. VIX, for example, on the, which is the volatility for the S&P. Now, Bitcoin has its own volatility, which is called BVOL. So it's pretty much the work similar things. So when it comes down to the bases at the bottom, the lower it goes down. I mean, like this, for example, we expect price to shoot up on the upside, and then we have these crazy wicks as volatility. So the higher the BVOL is, the less volatile they are. The lower, this is the key thing. The only thing you need to take out of this is the higher the price of BVOL is, right? So at the moment it's at 2.52. If it's up here, less volatile it is. The lower it is at the base of it, the more volatile it is. Okay. Now, what's interesting about BVOL right now? The last time we've had this kind of we had it. The last time we had it doesn't. The BVOL doesn't tell us. Something just gonna smoke. The BVOL doesn't tell us which direction it's gonna go. It's gonna go up or down. That's what the BVOL doesn't do. That it just indicates to us if there's going to be massive volatility coming into place, right? So there was two particular areas where the BVOL actually placed really, really, really strongly, right? Number one, right? So even if you were to look at like the March COVID lows, right? It was around here. That's where the COVID lows was. So you see where the price was? It's literally that wick over here. That was a low. So but we had such a massive drop down, but we had such massive volatility over here. Now, the last time we were down this low, right, for example, was down over here. And this low here was July 2020. But what I want you to pay attention to is not that July 2021. It's this low here. This particular low here, the last time we were this ever low here was freaking crazy ago. We're talking about October, November 2018. That's the scary bit now. And we all know what happened in October, November 2018 is when Bitcoin went from 6K to 3K. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to do half the price. We're not going to go from like 17K to like half the price, which is what? 8.5K, right? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's a volatility coming up, whether it's going to be on the upside or the downside, it's going to come. So it could be volatility on Bitcoin on the 16K, 17K, and we blast back up to around like 19, 20K. That's a possibility. Or we could have volatility on the downside and then break it back down to, I don't know, 14K. It's a possible 14, 15K. We don't know what's going to happen. It just gives you that consensus. So saying that, if the monthly close this low over here or even around this area here, the next following month I expect a push up in the BVOL price action itself. Maybe it could happen this year. I don't know. Potentially, sometime this week it could happen, or most likely I think it'll be next month itself. I think next month is when we're going to get that crazy volatile move itself. So now that we've got that out of the way, we can actually anticipate there's going to be a move coming up in the coming days or potentially weeks, or maybe Yeah, that's a couple of days or weeks. It's coming down to a point where it's going to be quite intense, really, in my opinion. So now that you know that B-vol is, the question is, what do? You just sit down and fucking scratch your balls and sniff? No, you don't, man. You just get prepared for the plans and scenarios going out. Okay. So who else we got? We got Imran Khan Al Bashir. How's it going, man? Walaikum salam, brother. I miss you too, man. I miss you too. Stan C, morning to you, my bro. Looks like a big unlock happening on an inch today. Oh, is that it is? 1 inch is having an unlock today. It's gonna dump then, isn't it? Let's just quickly touch on 1 inch before we carry on, because I'm seeing this quite a number of times now. 1 inch USDT. Yeah, bro, it looks like shit, fam. What was it? It looks bad, bro. Let me delete this. We don't need to worry about it. It looks bad. It looks really bad. On the monthly, it looks terrible. Flat body candle, no problem. Consolidation of this particular area here. That's the low. Oops. That's the low right there, and that's the high. That's the consolidation. The mid range comes around here, maybe a little bit higher, probably about here. And you can we found resistance for 3 consecutive months below the mid range, and then we lost it down here. So do we come back up and then send this back down to 0? I don't fucking know, but it looks shit though. It looks really bad. That's 1 inch for you. I don't think it looks anything good, anything to buy. Nothing in the market looks fucking good to buy, to be honest. And even the weekly looks kind of shit, man. So if there's gonna be an unlock, I think it's gonna drop down anyway. Why would you hold this? In my opinion, there's nothing to hold this anyway. It's fucking nasty. Damn, boy. Let's see, from all-time high to that's all-time high over here to the low. Jesus, 94%. That becomes a shit coin, doesn't it? If things drop like 94%, it becomes like a shit coin. So you can expect moves like this for the next couple of months, and then if it was to be bullish, right, break of these highs there, and let's carry on going on the upside. But nothing for me to day trade on this shit. It's really dead. I bet you if I go on the 1 hour, it's really dead. Let's have a look. Yeah, fam. What am I gonna trade off this? A little spike up like that? That looks like a fucking, sell the fucking mission, innit? That's what it is. What I gotta do is wait for this fucker to break. Let me just tighten this up a little bit. What I'll do is wait for this fucker to break. Off you go. Getting capped at this high over here. Well, nah, I would say getting capped at this particular high here. You see that? Yeah, there you go. That's how shit it is, man. Look at this. On the 1 hour, it looks like freaking Matic on the fucking 5 seconds. Come into this area here. To 39 cents. And let's take out these lows over here. So that's if you want to take a short on 1 inch, that's the position that you'll be looking to play. If you want to take longs, right, you have to wait for price action to confirm it. How would you want to confirm it? So that's the high over here. That's capping the market there. Break above it, close above it, bullish market structure. Off we go. And then I can look for longs. But this spike up looks really bad. It looks like more. I can play it, look for longs. So I can see this being capping the market right there. So that's where you could get capped at first. If you break above those highs, probably going to 43 cents. It's not really worth it, man. It's like a fucking 2% move or 5. Like, fuck all, man. Fuck all. So shit. It's looking really shit. Yeah, it does look like they're doing TM VIX. Okay. Anyway, let's get to the most important thing. Dollar index. So dollar index, right? Interestingly enough, closing the gap. We've seen this a number of times. When we get gaps, we get price action coming away from it, and then eventually it gets filled out. Right? Just like over here, we had a gap there. Price plays out, then it gets filled up. Right? So once price gets filled up, it's not a big deal. Right? Now the key is, right, if it's going to be bullish, right, I want to see this low hold. Right? And I want to see it come back up into these areas there. So again, it's bank holiday. Just before we actually carry on, let's just quickly touch on Forex Factory and see what happened. Got a bank holiday today with the pound and the Canadian dollar, right? So that's a bank holiday. So nothing's gonna be quite interesting there. Yeah, fuck all. There's nothing going on actually, but next week is gonna be the key. So it's gonna be a bit slow PA, but never mind. We can still work with this anyway. Not a big deal. If I want to increase my probabilities in terms of actually having a long, how would I do that? You see this low in particular? That's capping the market. That was low. Resistance, resistance, resistance. We get back above it. Support, support. We have a deviation. We come back down as a deviation. If it does something like this, If it does something like this, fills out the gap, plays it like that, gets back below, bearish market structure, send the market back down, take out the liquidity over here, then we look for these liquidity there. That's the downside, right? And that'll be kind of semi-bullish for ES and what you call it, Bitcoin. We'll see how it goes. But if we do something like this, hold above it, reclaim bullish market structure, take it up there, take out the liquidity over here, take out the liquidity there, and let's see if we can actually pop into this area here, right? And that's the range on the weekly. Still nothing has changed. We're just literally range banding in this particular area here. Nothing too significant, nothing too interesting at the moment as well. So we'll see how it goes. That's just a 1 hour. Nothing too much to talk about. But let's talk about ES. ES has popped up like a motherfucker. Has a gap again, similar thing as well. So let's just talk about ES quickly. What's going on over here? We've got September's range, right? Let's just fucking talk this out. Let's recap this shit out. So what we got? Brother, you're like Christopher Waltz, folding a piece of paper when you prepare a cigarette. Thank you, my bro. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not too sure. I think as a compliment. Anyway, if you guys have anything bad to say, I don't really give it. It doesn't bother me. Bear market. You know, just bear in mind one more thing as well. In 2023, the more beef you see on Twitter, the more bearish it becomes. Trust me. Everyone's like in bear market. Everyone has beef. I don't know why. It's something spectacular to watch. I don't even bother looking at it and reading it about anything as well. About it, like when people has a bit of argument with one influencer to another influencer, it makes no fucking difference to us anyway. It shouldn't do, to be honest. We all got our own fucking life to deal with, let alone dealing with like listening to some bullshit talking about, you know, like some beef going on like TA and FA. You know, that whole Algod situation. I don't even listen to that guy. That guy's to me, is a bit of a joker. But anyway, everyone to themselves. But the more beef you see next year, the more bearish we will become. As soon as we drop, people are going to get sad and sad and sad. It's like a fucking antidepressant, but it's like a depressant movie as well. Really, really sad. But never mind. Once we get into bullish season, things will get better and there's no more beef for the next 6 months to a year. And then after that, back to bearishness and then back to beef itself. But with ES, what can we see? Right, so we'll talk about this quickly. September's high, September's low. September's low is right here. That's the mid-range. Where are we right now? We're at the mid-range. We're taking out liquidity on September's high. Good. Happy day. We're back in this range. There's nothing bullish about this per se in terms of macro level, right? I'm talking about macro level on this range itself. This high is capping the market. I would have wanted to come into this mid-range, 2021's mid-range. That would have been quite spectacular. Something like maybe like this. Trick everyone to go bullish, and then there's a deviation, and that's the pivot. Step back in, play back that mid-range back to range low. That's what I would have liked, but trading is like this, right? It's never going to give you the most pinpoint perfect example. So what you're looking at is taking out the September's high right over here, and then we close within, and we went straight to the mid-range. Now, if it was to be bullish, right, I've got this weekly range over here, okay? So this weekly range is quite important. Let's just quickly touch base on that. This was not last week's, the week before. Fuck. There we go. So what we got here, right, which is important, we're below the monthly open. That's bearish. Everyone should remember this by now. If you haven't, remember, below monthly open is bearish. Above the monthly open is bullish, right? Same as the weekly open and the weekly close and the daily open and the daily close and stuff like that. And or even like the hourly open and the hourly close. It's just the candle becomes bearish, right? So if I were, for example, to prove it to you guys, hide all this. If I were to go to the monthly, look at that, bearish monthly candle. Okay, quite simple as well. So any retest of the monthly open on the downside and a breakdown, you send the market back down. That's what you would pretty much got to do. Nothing too fancy about that. So what we've got here, bring it back up. Oh, yeah, the weekly. So I was talking about the weekly, wasn't I? This weekly candle here, right? Let me hide all this stuff and just focus on this particular area here. All right, got this low here and this high here. The mid-range comes around here, something like that. All we've done, right, last week is we've taken out liquidity from the downside and we closed within the range. Okay, no problem. If this is bullish, right, I want to see this low hold, right, and then play it back up to the mid-range. That's what I'm looking for bullishness. So if I were to draw this out on the on the hourly chart, how does it look like? Let's just have a look. Bring this all up there. Do we have a bit of a trend line going on the downside? Let's have a look. I would actually increase my probability. Yeah, something like that. To increase my probability, break above here, hold above this, bullish market structure, let's reclaim the 25% and then squeeze it up into the mid-range and we'll see from there. That's pretty much a plan in terms of a bullish side as well. You can see we had this low over here, this deviation there. We had the stop run and then push it back up there as well. And we're coming back into the range. We have a bit of a gap there. So that's one thing on the bullish side. Now that gap to me, right, is like will get eventually filled out. Now what I want to see, if I wanted to zoom into this, right, let's go on the 15 minutes. Right, is that we're up at the mid range. Okay, we had a gap right here and we pushed up above the mid range. Now if this is going to be bullish, right, I need to see this. So if I were to draw this particular high here, can you see how that's been a bit of a factor there? Let me just use this. Probably use this one. Yeah, this one I can use. There you go. That makes me a bit more sense there. You see this high over here, deviation, resistance. We pop back up, support, come back into it, support, come back down, resistance, resistance, breaks down, sells off, takes out the low. Now that high is an SR. It's really key. So now all we've done, not only do we take out these lows over here, that's the low been taken out, we push it back up into the SR, and we're finding resistance. So will I take a short? Well, not necessarily. I need to see further more price action to actually unfold for me to actually take a short. If I were to zoom into it, let me just highlight this up first for a second. Of the trend line there, and then that's that there. Put this over here. Put that black, and then everyone can see that. Cool. Now let's just make this plan. Now let's go on the 15 minutes and see what happened off of the daily X, Y, and Z. So we're at resistance. The high happened here. The high of the day is literally, yeah, so you got like a triple top right there. See this triple top right there? That's right here. Let's go here. There we go. There's a triple top right there. That's the to me, that's the London high. This is the London's low. Now I've got pretty much a bit of a range band environment as well. You can see quite easily. Let's just say it's pretty much SR point of view, or an SR point of view. Now to increase the probability, if we break out of this consolidation, whoops, breaks up, holds above it, then I can play for the bullish play into this area here, short term, and then take out these highs there. Right, so we do that. Once we break above and hold above it, let's go to the next level, to the mid range. Okay, that's it, pretty much it. And that's the trend line that you've got here, which we draw, we break above it, it will make a lot of sense there. That's the bullish side. But because we're below the trend line, you're gonna have to accept it's bearish. Number one, and also because we're at the mid range, you're gonna have to expect a bit of choppiness. So we don't gonna have a clear direction. If we get above the, if we smash and hold that mid range, then we have a clear direction on the upside. If we get below the mid range, we're gonna have a clear direction on the downside. Pretty much simple. Now, that's the second factor. The third factor is that we got this black line here, which was at SR. This is going to be resistance. So we got a lot of resistual. I'm making this word up, man. I didn't go to Oxford anyway. Resistance, confluential factors. I'm trying to make myself sound smart and shit. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, we got a lot of factors that's actually acting as resistance. You need to bear in mind. The honest advice I'll give to each and one of you guys when it comes to the New Year's, and when we come to the last week of the year, the last 2 weeks of the year, just take it easy. Day trade only, not swing trade. Day trade only, and then we have like scalp plays. Nothing too fancy. I told the guys in the DCC, and literally on Christmas Day they decided to fucking scalp. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened. I was actually with family and shit, and these guys, all I'm seeing is fucking, I'm getting tagged by loads of fucking Twitter. I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on? And I'm seeing TCX and Shreds and Bomb Biggie and a bunch of others are just going mad. They're going nuts in the fucking chat and like they're making plans. I'm watching this. I'm literally opening up my Discord on my phone. I'm watching this. I'm like, do you know what? I can agree with that. And I didn't say anything. I was like, I'm gonna let them do their thing. And you know what? Because like, because I did advise New Year's, low volatility, don't really trade. It's going to be very tight. But they thought, fuck it, well, there's money to be made. And they really did see money to be made. And literally all their trades on their scalp trades, they're playing it bouncing short, long, short, long, short. And you're like, what the fuck? I was impressed. I've never been so proud in my life, honestly. When it comes to students, I've had a number of students as well. And that was the first time I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, feel like these motherfuckers are sick. I really felt that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if they're gonna. Well, they should be watching this as well. But I genuinely felt like these guys are like they're onto something, and it was really really nice to see that the lessons and the streams we had in private and all the talks and all the planning and all this and that, the educational content that we do as well, and they're actually putting it into practice. And I've not seen a single student like this. I've had students in the past before this DCC as well. I've not seen something like this as well. So these guys were on fire. So Shout out to these guys. Do you know what? Fuck it. You know what? I need to plug these guys in. 100%. I gotta plug them in. Let's plug them in. So we got the first one, TCX, right? Where's TCX? Crypto TCX. Give him a follow, right? 51 followers. I think he's gonna be. I believe he's gonna be a big number in the coming bull run in 2024, 2025. Massive guy as well. I think he's gonna be really, really good. You can see this is like unlike, well, even yesterday. Fucking hell, yeah, dude. You took an MTL short. Fair play to you, man. I gotta salute to this guy, man. Salute to this guy, killing it. Honestly, I'm impressed. TCX, he's from China as well, so we have a bit of a time difference as well, in the Asian side, sorry, in the Asian time zone, and freaking hell, man, like look at this, man. 18 hours ago, taking another a short on Ethereum. We've got freaking him and just chilling on the beach as well, making his plans as well. He's actually grafting. He's grafting. Taking a short on Christmas Day on 8, man. This guy is fucking mad. So shout out to Thingy, to TCX. Give him a follow. You can't go wrong with this guy. I think he's going to be massive. I'm not going to lie about that. Bon Biggie's another geezer as well. I think he's actually been on fire. Shout out to his two beautiful children, daughters as well. Bless you there, brother. Again, 8 seconds ago. He's fucking taking a short right now. Fucking hell. 8 seconds ago. What a fucking geezer. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, man. Bon Biggie, you are on fire, fam. I gotta plug you in. I have to plug you in. I can't not plug you in. What else? I mean, like, bless him and his children. Bless them as well. Give him a follow. Smash the guy. It's fucking killing it, man. And like, even on Christmas Day, he was killing it. The other one as well, I want to give Shreds. I think his name's Adam. No, he changed his name to Adam. Adam Shreds. I just saw him. Yeah, Adam Shreds. Crypto wealthy. Geezer is again, look at this. Pin this on 22nd. He's discussing this. He's doing this, not me. It's him who's actually made the plans over here. He made his plans. He talked about it as well. Balls on my crystal. He's got his crystal ball coming out. ES. He's taking shorts on. He's taking positions on ES. I think it was a long on ES. I believe that he took. Yeah, took it. I think a long on ES as well. Fucking killing it. Doing his plans as well. He's on fire. 100% he's on fire as well. So give these lads a follow as well. I'm telling you, these three are going to be massive, especially like there's many more, right? I'm just picking these out. These three are going to be quite big when it comes into the bull run going into 2024. Trust me, because like for me, like I've got so much stuff going on, but sometimes you want to kind of pinpoint it with one or two really sharp individuals as well. A couple of sharp individuals, and the group is producing those individuals that you need if you want to follow them as well. And trust me, and like I think they're going to be massive, and inshallah 2024, 2025 is going to be their year, big year for them. Fuck, this coffee is cold. No, fuck it, drink it. God damn it. All right, cool. What's up? So, ES, we've done ES, we've done the plan on the bullish sides, bearish sides, obviously. Once we let lose this low over here, for example, the confirmation for this low is this particular low. Get down below it, breaks down, find resistance of the mid-range. Then we start looking for confirmation, will be like this. Fill out the gaps over there. We'll see how it might come into this area and then bounce off into the mid-range, do something like this. But once we get back below this range low, shorts go low, take out the liquidity than these sides, and that'll be great. All right, so we'll see how that goes on with ES. Just keep an eye on it, to be honest as well. Love you too, Fin Crypto Bakery. Good to have you here as well. Do you know what? I'm gonna plug in another geezer. I'm seeing this guy. I'm actually grafting. he's really grafting as well. He's got 4,000 followers. Really, he's doing work every single day, man. His plans with Ethereum, you know, the whole shit. Obviously, got a couple of food here and there. You gotta do that as well. But yeah, link plan as well. He's you gotta give it to him, man. I gotta plug him in. You know, like anyone who actually works hard, I gotta plug these guys 100%. And like, bruv, like, what's the point in having a platform? Honestly, let's be honest, right? What's the point of me having a platform on Twitter, YouTube, X, Y, and Z? I can't even plug my fucking boys in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point in me being to the top when I'm on my fucking own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see the point of it. For me, it's like literally you've either you have your team with you, or you're a lone son of a bitch. It's as simple as that. What's going on, Steve? How you doing? Jordan in the house. How you doing, brother? I had a great Christmas, man. Alhamdulillah, I can't complain. Luna ripped up, is it? Yeah, I had a good Christmas. How about yourself, man? Like, family all good? Luna USDT. To me, again, it's all fucking bullshit. You know, they feel like this inefficiency. That's why Bomb Biggie decided to take the shorts. You know, they feel like this inefficiency there. And if you look over here, I think we came into this particular area there. There you go. And once we start breaking down a lower time frame, off you go. Play it back down. At a very minimum, you can play it back down to here. Oh no, okay. Probably play it down to here. Once we get down below here, let it do its thing. Once we get down over here, bearish market structure, take it down. This is the range bound environment. Mid-range, range low. Break this low. Send the fucker back down, take the liquidity, and off we go. It's pretty much simple as that. It's as simple as that. If it was to be bullish, we want to see it hold over here, and then that'll be confirmation for the upside. And we go further up, take out these inefficiencies, and X, Y, and Z, take out liquidity over there. It's Luna shit, man. Why would you long Luna in it? Like, I mean, like, if you think about it, after what happened with Luna, why would you long this shit? Yes, it came into resistance, and you see, we've talked about this many times, and I'll talk about it again briefly. It's the bear market. It's the bear market, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you're gonna see these spikes up and stuff like that. You're gonna see that all the time, right? There's nothing too major on that. And if that's the SR, that's the high that's capping the market there. Resistance there. We come up there, resistance over here, and then bang, smack the motherfucker up. Why are you gonna be chasing this shit up? Don't do that. I did that in 2018. I fucking did that. And every time I kept chasing the fucking pump, I kept losing. That's why I said don't chase the pump. Sit back, have your plan, fucking smoke a cigarette or some shit. That reminds me, I have another one. But yeah, there's no reason to actually thingy. No reason to actually fucking, you know, chase after anything. If it was, look, I want to be honest with you. How many of you guys want to catch the bottom? What's going on, Imran? How you doing? Walaikum salam. The donkey's having a lot of beef on. Yeah, man, loads of them. Big love to you, man. Cryptique, good to have you here. Bomb Biggie's your mentor, is it? Oh yeah, because you, Bomb Biggie and House of O are friends. That's it. I was gonna say. I thought at one point, I thought Bomb Biggie and House of O had a little thing going on. I didn't know. It's like apparently they're good friends from back in the days. I love you too, Bakery. But yeah, like, how many of you guys want to catch the low? Let's be honest. Everyone wants to get the low. Everyone thinks like, oh, the question is, right, if you look at Bitcoin, that's the next chart we're gonna touch base on actually. Look at Bitcoin at 16.8k. Is this the low? Let's go on the fucking daily. I don't know. Is this the low? Is this the low? We don't know. Is this the low? It's 15.8k or 15.5k or whatever it is. Is that the low? We were saying the same shit over here. A lot of fucking donkeys were saying the same shit over here at 18k. That was the low, and he was pushing up, and it was all looking bullish to fill out all this inefficiency. And what happened? He fucking tickled your balls, right? Came back down, pushed back up, and everyone started getting bullish here again. And then what happened is came back down, and he found support at this base over here. Kept consolidating for such a long time. Pushed back up one more time, and everyone's balls got tickled again, and then bang, your fucking balls got snipped off completely. You didn't even know that was happening. It's fucking the surgical procedure, like ding, you know, one of them fucking fast moves. You didn't even know what was going on. It's like, you know, when you're driving and you get some dickhead on the road in a BMW, right? It's probably me actually. It's like you're driving, cruising with your girl, you're chatting, having a good time or whatever, and you got some nasty dickhead BMW just cuts in front of you, and he just ruins your fucking day. That's what happened here. I mean, like, what you could do is ignore the BMW driver and just carry on with your thing and just, you know, chat to your girl or your kids or whatever. But now you guys are so pissed off, right? You're so focused on about that BMW driver. And it's the same thing. Bitcoin is like that. Bitcoin should be fucking BMW. Why is it? Why is the first letter B? You think that's fucking like? You think that was made up? Nah, fam. It could have been called anything else. Like we all know the dumb drivers out there, right? The really stupid drivers are always BMW drivers, right? But I'm saying that because I'm one too as well. Not anymore. I've calmed down. I'm 30 years old, right? Like, I'm too old for this shit. I've had my fun, but life is too short. My dad always said to me, life you get once. Use it wisely. There's no second chance, like a game where you can restart. Whatever you do, whatever move you do, is that particular move that will have an impact for the rest of your life. And it's the same thing with Bitcoin. Every time we start looking for pushes up, we're getting excited. Look over here, consolidation. We start pushing up, everyone got excited. They're saying bullish. Every fucking time you're going to start screaming bullish. Shut the flying fuck up, man. It's not bullish. You were saying bullish over here, right? We were saying bullish over here. We came back down. We were saying bullish over here. We came back down. We were saying bullish over here. We came back down. We said bullish over here. We came back down. Whoops. Right. Yeah, we came back down. We said bullish over here. Came back down. We said bullish over here. Came back down. Said bullish over here. Came back down. Said bullish over here. Came back down. Saying bullish over here. Came back down. We're gonna say bullish again. Come on, man. It's a fucking change the fucking record, man. Stop being a dickhead and play the fucking game as it is, man. It's really getting fucking annoying. It's like it's so mind-boggling at how dumb everybody is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you guys are dumb, but the majority of people are just so thick in the head. And the legit look, like I said to you, there's two extremes. The extremes are, one of them is mega bullish, right? You got the donkeys over there. Then you got the other extremes are mega bearish, and there's donkeys over there. Me, I'm playing in the middle. I play the lows and the highs, and I play the longs and the shorts and whatnot. It's just literally day trades. E35, yeah. For me was the E35. Is that the, which one was this? I forgot the. I think the E35 is the one I had. BMW E35. No, I didn't have that one. I had the E51, I believe. Was it E51? No, it wasn't E51. It's the BMW. Oh wait. This one is basically this one. I forgot which one it was. It's been that long. I had a crash on that as well. Fucking writ it off completely on the motorway. But I think mine was like Le Mans blue. It was fucking sick, man. Mad ass motherfucking car. Like I had it remapped and everything as well. Came back home from work. What happened was drove on. Oh, it's fucked up. I tell you. Let me try and find a picture actually. I'm trying to find a picture of my car, how it looked like gallery. And I explained to you story time. Fucking I'm doing story time right now. When was the incident? It was 2021. It was the day when I actually did a trade. I did a 10 grand trade. One second. Here you go. That's my car. That's what happened to me on that very day. On the motorway, yep. Completely right off. And that's the car the next day when I went to go pick up my stuff. Really sad, man. It's a business edition as well. It was perfect, man. It was the most, till this day, nothing beats that car. What happened was we had the trade. Me and Trader NJ actually, we had the trade going on, and we had like $200 in, and it went to like 10 grand. So $200 to 10 grand was a massive play for us as well. I was really happy. Came back from work, working in the pharmacy, and it was like 6 o'clock. Finished work at 6:30. Stoke-on-Trent, coming down the south and on the M6 to Birmingham, and Junction 9. I will never forget this. It would rain really heavily that day. When I say heavily, like you couldn't see shit. Like no matter how maximum you put the maximum on your wipers, and it was just fucking like it was just mad. It was like you couldn't really see what was going on. You couldn't really see the road. So I wasn't trading. I made a 10 grand trade, right? And I literally just like you know what? Before I left work, I cut the trade. I was like, yeah, go. It was NJ. NJ messaged me, man. I will never forget that. I loved that guy as well. NJ messaged me, and he's like, bro, did you cut the trade? I was still in it. To be honest as well. And he's like, bro, take your profits. We started getting a little greedy right there, a little bit as well. And I was like, yeah, right, you're right. Sometimes you need that second person, and that's why having a team is important as well. Depending on who your team is, sometimes you get some dickhead teams who just say, yeah, hold the trade. You don't want to hold the trade. You want someone to tell you like cut the trade, take profits, or bring your stops to break even, that kind of shit. Anyway, coming back home, couldn't see shit. I was driving 60 miles per hour on the road as well. That's on the motorway. That's the most you could do. Most people are doing like 55, 60, 50 around that area. Overtook a truck, right, on the right hand lane. Because we drive on the right side in England. You guys everywhere in the world drive the most dumbest place on the other side of the world. Your steering wheel's on the left hand side. I don't know what the fuck, man. You shake hands with your right hand, right? You don't fucking shake hands with your left hand. So the right hand side is the best place to actually be at. Anyway, so what happened was overtook a truck, right? And as I overtook it, I literally saw a massive puddle. Like when I see a puddle, right, it was like a fucking sea, and I was like, yo, this is fucked. And it was too late. It was like in my head, I was like, oh shit. And obviously with BMW, if you guys are aware or had a BMW, the rear wheel drive, as soon as I drove it, my car spun out like a 360. A 360 from the right hand lane, right? So from here, from 360 over here, and it was just spinning like twice to the middle, to the right. And as I'm spinning, I had like seconds to actually think about this as well. I think this is where like God is great. Right, no matter how good of a driver I am, God is great. Allah is the one who actually saved me that day. What happened was, I can see a truck on the left-hand lane, and and I can see that the way that I'm spinning, I'm gonna go in between the two, the big lorry, the tires there. There's a big gap in the middle. I can see myself going into there. I don't know what happened. Some angel or whatever. Something happened. I kicked it. I think I slammed the brakes. Kind of kicked it out, swerved it out. Back end spun out. Like the back end. So you picture this, right? I'm spinning. Caught I managed to get control to get the back end to slide like this, right? And as I'm sliding this way, and I'm like, shit, I'm gonna go face that way. So now you gotta kick it back the other side to slide it back out. So when I was sliding this way here, and there's two things that's happening. I'm looking at myself, right? And all this is within seconds. I'm like, there's a barrier there. Either I smash the barrier, and the car that's coming on the right hand side will smash into me, and I'll probably be dead. Or I kick it out and smash the car in front of me. One of the two. I'm not taking that truck. I'm not taking that barrier. I said, fuck it, I take the car in front of me. I literally kicked it back out, smacked into the car. Car spun round again, right? And another car hit the back of me as well. And put it this way, the way the car was, it squashed. By the end of this whole incident happened, right? The steering wheel was by my chest. Like, if I couldn't move, right? The steering wheel was by my chest. That's number one. The pedals, like the clutch, it was a manual. The clutch, the brakes, and the accelerator was in between my legs. So picture this is the clutch, right? So my legs was here, and it's like it came through, like it came right through here. Like it could have broke your bones, kind of shit. Fucking couldn't open the door, nothing else, slide out and whatnot. And I came out not a single scratch. And the feds came over. I remember the guy's name is PC Robertson, sorry. So the guy came out, and he was like, I was standing underneath a bridge because it was raining heavily, and he's like, who's the driver of the BMW? I was like, me. And he's like, fucking hell. He literally said fucking hell. He goes like, because I've seen some incidents, right? This 100% they're dead or they're hospitalized, one of the two. And he's like, you're fine. I'm like, yeah, not a single scratch. He's like, we'll call ambulance. I'm like, no, man, I'm good. I'm really good. I checked my senses. I'm all good. But yeah, man, I got lucky there. But that car is the best car I've ever driven. Never would have something as good as that. Seatbelt, yeah, everything. I never drive without a seatbelt. Or Alfa Romeo. Ooh, they're good cars, man. I had a little meter going on as well on the side. But sometimes, when you get something crazy like that, it just takes a moment to actually realize that, you know what, no matter how big you are, you're not big. You're never going to be big. But anyway, let's get back to work. Let's get back to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, where we are, let's go on the day. So the same principle still stands. Do you remember the weekly range we're talking about? Let me just talk this out. It is 11:17, so let's just try and squeeze this out quickly. Yeah, I got lucky, man. Really lucky, man. That's what I'm saying. BMW built for crashing. It shouldn't be built for, well, it's good that it built for crashing, but it shouldn't be getting involved in crashes as well. But that's what I'm saying, innit? Like any moment, anything can happen. But yeah, back to Bitcoin. So we got this weekly high, this weekly low. You can see it's capping the market quite evidently. Let me delete everything off there, and we just focus on what the PA is, and then we can talk about a plan going on, because we got Monday's range we're playing in. Nothing too crazy is happening. It's the same shit. You can see that low's holding a support. That low's resistance, stop, run. Just like fucking Luna. Bitcoin looks like fucking Luna, alright? And when we see fucking pushes up there and come back down, it's just exit liquidity. Come on. It's all exit liquidity. So, the fact that we're still in the range, that means to me that as long as this high, this range high holds, we can get a spike up, I don't know, but get back below the mid-range, confirms our thesis, take out the liquidity of down here, last week's low, then we take out the liquidity of this low over here, and then we come back to range low, and that's it. That's all I'm looking for, nothing too crazy. So if we're going to narrow this down into a day trade, how do I do that? Let's go on to the hourly. We're nearly hitting target there. To be honest, honestly, I've got my target. I'm going to take some profits over here, but I'm keeping this open. I'm going to look for a potential compound, and I will cut the whole true. Let's see. Yeah, I was going to say, it's London set the high to me. So anyway, we're nearly there. That's a 3.1 hour trade. That's not bad, actually. So we've got Monday's high, Monday's low, Monday's high over here. And what was interesting, this is how I entered, why I entered here at 19,249, okay? I'll tell you why. So if you go on the 5 minutes, right, on the 5, this is actually on the 1 minute I was actually watching this, because what happened was, I'm going to get a notification when it hits target, so I'm not really too fast. So on the 15 minutes, right, this is like on the 5 minutes, sorry, this is the high, right? This is Monday's high, because we start pushing up. quite late in the evening, so I start narrowing it down. The 5 minutes, watch this there, and as we we got up, I was like, all right, cool. This looks like it's gonna take out liquidity. I could have honestly, I was half tempted to enter around here, around this area there, with a stop loss there aggressively. I'm like, nah, you know what? It's Christmas. Let's be sensible. Let's not be stupid, and let's play this game as it's supposed to be. How do I do this, right? I'm like, as soon as I get back into Monday's high, right? Take this down. Any retest over here, play it back down to mid-range, play it back down to range low. That's the plan. That's as simple as that. So I start looking at the 1 minute, right? And this is where it gets really, really good when you're good at scalping. And then, as you can see, literally, this is what happened. The moment we closed within the 1 minute back into the Monday's high, to me, this was just a deviation of Monday's high, and we came back down. And I see price was ranging down here, and I was like, fuck it. I think I entered. Oh, well, I didn't enter here. That's the lie. I entered around somewhere around here, around here. I think I entered around there. Stop loss on the high of the day. Working our way to the finger to the mid range. And once I came to the mid range, a couple of the guys in the DCC actually entered the trade as well. We were all good there. And then, obviously, during Asia, what we did, we just range banded within the mid range, so nothing too spectacular. And now you can see bearish price action. Is it bullish? Fuck off. If you're saying to me it's bullish, suck a dick. Ain't fucking bullish about this, man. Fucking stupid as fuck, isn't it? Come on, man. You've seen the price go down for fucking a year, man. 13 months. And you're still gonna be bullish. Bear market rally, I understand bear market rally, but it's a different fucking game we're playing. Let's be honest, it's a different game. I've been saying this over and over for months, since like October, well, November, actually, yeah. For about a month and a half, I've been saying it's a different game. When it became a different game is when that SBF bullshit happened. You have to remember, ES was pushing up for the monthly, gave a bullish November a month. Bitcoin gave a bearish, bearish monthly close. It's a different game. You can't really look at ES and BTC at the same kind of principle to play this game. It's not working like that. It hasn't been working like that for a little while now. So I'm playing it as it comes. I'm playing it short term. So there's nothing too spectacular. And nothing too bullish about it as well. If it wasn't for the ES bullshit, right? Sorry, the SBF bullshit, I bet Bitcoin could have been around, would have hit about 23, 24k ish. We'd probably be around 22, 21 right now, approximately maybe. But yeah, around 21, I would say it would make sense as well. But it didn't. So it is what it is, right? So that's the one thing now. Now, if you want to enter a trade, right? We're coming back to range low. There's nothing you can do, right? There's nothing you can do. We're making bearish market structure. So on the lower time frame, we can see bearish market structure. If you want to enter a trade, how would you enter the trade? Wait for Monday's low to break down. Bearishness, play it back down, take out the liquidity over here, and let's go back to these motherfuckers right here. Now I just sat there. See this particular area here? Into this bastard over there, right? That's your fucking play. Take out the liquidity over here. Target 1, and that'll be target 2. That's easy. I'm gonna hold a portion of my trade there. That's the bearish play. Let's just talk about the bearish play quickly. Let's break out that 1 hour. How would you enter in confirmation? I don't know if you've seen this. This hasn't changed at all. This plan has not changed whatsoever, and that's why I haven't really bothered with posting any charts, because this is the plan. This is the plan that was created, and you can see this was last week's Monday's range. This is the price of consolidation over here. Resistance, deviation, resistance. If it was to step up and hold this bullish price action, let's play the long. That's what I was saying to you guys, right? If it was, this is your confirmation breakout from this low here, playing it within last week's Monday's range. So if I were to look at last week's Monday's range, where is it right now? Let's just mark this out. Actually, that's a good fucking point. Monday's range is here, 19th. There we go. That's Monday's high, and this is Monday's low. And look where we are. We are at Monday's, and you can see quite like it's in red, so it's a bit different. You can see what we're doing. We are hugging that Monday's high so many fucking times, hugging it once and for all. If I was to be bullish, right, quickly just fucking do it. Because that's a very easy plan to do. Always be bullish, break above these highs. You can see that high has been capped the market there. Resistance over here, resistance there. Yeah, resistance. There's all a spike up there. Nothing. So any stop highs over here, stops over there would have been ran the highs there, and it's bearish. Come on, man, it's fucking bearish. I can't say this any more than it should be. I mean, if you're thinking it's bullish, I don't know what to say to you, man. But for me to enter bullish plays, for me is break above, hold above it. Then I can say, yeah, I'm happy to enter in based on confirmation. And then we can fill out these sides. I mean, maybe we'll probably find some resistance on this area here. Around here. That makes sense. Maybe retest this area there, break above, hold above it, play it into this area. Then we can fill out these areas there. All these liquidity, inefficiencies over here, fair value gaps, whatever you want to call it. Work it level to level and work our way all the way back up to potentially the monthly open. The monthly open comes into, well, actually, that's the monthly open. Number one, actually, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. If I were to actually enter for longs, right? So we got this here is the monthly open. It's also the range high. So that's capping the market there. Break above, hold above it, bullish market structure. Breaks above the Monday's high as well. Play it back to monthly open. That's an easy target there. Now, if we get back above the monthly open, then we can start looking at see how the prices are. So breaks above the monthly open, then we can start looking at taking out these inefficiencies over here, take out the liquidity there, and see if we can squeeze into this area. We'll see how it goes level to level, and then see how the monthly close. But while we're still below the monthly open, if this happens over here, breaks back down, you know you got your retest on the monthly open, send this back down over here. That's what I'm thinking. There's nothing too bullish. Once we get above the weekly open, it's all good. The weekly high, which is also the monthly open. That's pink. That's pink. All right, that's the difference. That's pink. This is red. Can't. Yeah. Anyway, but so that's what we're looking for. Bullish place. If I was looking for bearish place, it's literally just this. Confirmation wise, once we get back below this area here, make this black. This is kind of bothering me a little bit. Yeah. So once we get down, let it do its thing. Get below here. Where's that key low? That key low was this low here. There we go. Gets back below here. You can find out its resistance. Same plan as I've drawn there. Then play back down to 25% range. Look down to get to the mid range. From the mid range, let it do its thing. Break below it. Play it back to 25 and then range low. Takes that liquidity there. And this here is the mid range of the weekly range that we've got going forward. And that's the plan. Pretty much simple as that. Nothing too fucking crazy. So that's BTC Ethereum. Let's talk about Ethereum quickly. See what's going on. Monday's range as well. Same situation as well. Entered the short on that one. Nothing too spectacular. Coming at the mid range. Bit of a deviation there. No biggie. How would I enter this? If I were to look for shorts, so if for longs, well, we got a weekly range. The weekly range is the same situation, same thing that we talked about in terms of Bitcoin. It's the same thing on Ethereum. This is the weekly high, and that's the weekly low. As you can see, resistance, 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 stop run. Closes back into the range. We're at the mid range. Okay, so if we get back below the mid range, bearish to range low, lose that, send this fucking down, take the liquidity over here. July's low is next. Okay, that's it. Simple as that. That's the the very most basic, easiest way I can actually explain how to take the trades going on in this range band environment. So, I mean, you can narrow it down for smaller trades, X, Y, and Z, but that's entirely up to you guys as well. Scalping is also there. You can literally the whole scenario on Bitcoin, for example, was an easy scalp. If you look on the like the 5 minutes, this is all where the scalp is at, between here to probably, I'll say this here. That's where the scalp's at. You can see, you can literally scalp that shit out of it, back and forth, and make like, look, it's small money, probably like $100 worth of range there, but there's a lot of price action happening there. And the last time we saw price action that did this like smaller range was literally November 2018. I ain't making this shit up. Want to see it? I'll show you. Let's go on the daily. I'm not making this shit up. I still remember this really, really well. It was the most boring PA I've ever seen in my life. But look, for us to get bullish, we need to get back above there. Same principle, nothing really changes. For us to get bullish, we need to get back above here, hold above it, then we can go up, fill out the inefficiency over here, takes out this high there, come back there, and let's keep going up higher. That's the plan. But look what happened. All we did, spiked up, took out the liquidity, came back down, found resistance, and he range bound within that high to this low. That's what it did. It's just a range bound environment, and before it decides to take out this low, it nuked down and fucking goes down lower. And that's why I'm gonna hold. It's not pink, bro. David, Bon Miggy, shut the fuck. I'm joking. But yeah, I lost stage for a reason. You probably have unfinished. Yeah, it's true. It's true, Imran. Do you know what it is? Like, I can see why. Like, my father's not around, and my mom needs me, and it kind of thing. So here's what it is. But it's not pink, fam. It's fucking red. Come on, guys, man. Let's not do this again. Fucking wankers. So it's just a bit of British humor. When I swear at you, call you dickhead and wankers and toss pipe and shit like that, I don't mean it. You'll know when I mean it. Trust me, my expression changes completely. But it's all a bit of love there. It's a bit of a brummy, bit of psycho, like a bit of a psychotic, bit of a dark humor really as well. But yeah, and then once we lost this there, shoot the fuck back down, and it just happens that with Bevo we're at these lows, very key lows, so we need to keep an eye on how these lows are playing, because if you start shanking down, trust me, my fucking longs on 100x right now is going to be fucking sweet. I'm telling you straight, I'm in 100x leverage short, and I want to compound that shit, playing it back down if it happens. I will take some profits on at the low anyway, at Monday's low, and see what happens. But anyway, that's my style of trading. No one needs to copy that. I mean, everyone's for themselves. But where were we? Ethereum. Daink is the only one who can affect a color. Bruv, John, you really gonna do that to me? Big love to you, bro. So yeah, Ethereum, same shit, man. Nothing's really changed, man. Again, look at this small body candle. Small body candles lead to massive, massive body candles there. Daily looks fucking shit in it. When we get, are we gonna have a big expansion on the upside or a big expansion on the downside? I don't know. I'd be lying to you if I said to you I know. I don't know. No one can say to you no. For me personally, I think it's bearish. I want to see how January works. Friday is going to be quite an important lesson for all of us, and I do wish for all of you guys to actually, take the time out of your busy schedule. You don't need to watch it on Friday itself. If you can join us on live on Friday, it'd be great. If you can't, watch it, because we're going to make several different plans of different ideas of what can happen in 2023, ready for 2024. It's still going to be bad, in my opinion. It's still going to be quite bearish in terms of the rest of the market. It just makes a lot of sense. But anyway, Ethereum, let's talk about the shit. What's going on? So, on the 1 hour, same shit. Nothing really changes there. Check this out. You can see price it's hugging that mid-range, right? This is the mid-range, and all we're doing is hugging this area here, okay? This was last week's high, Monday's high. You can see when we broke above it, smashed above it, came back down, deviation, pushes up, come back down, support. All right, cool. If it's bullish, we need to break above, play up on the upside. Agree? So if I were to play this, how would I look for longs? Right, is break above, hold this up, play this market structure up there, 25% of the range. Look for the next set of targets. Target 2, I'd say probably right here at 1262. That's what my targets I was saying. And then we're looking for potentially 1290. That's the range high, and that's the bullish play. That's it. Keep it. It's a nice and simple, level to level. Bearish play using the same freaking range is literally this, right? So we know we got Monday's high, right? This is last week's Monday's high, and this is last week's Monday's low. We are not displacing. The key word is displacement. We are not displacing away from Monday's high. Same like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is hugging that last week's Monday's high, right? Ethereum is literally tickling your bum holes. Tickling a bum hole, tickling another bum hole. Are we gonna tickle another bum hole? Like, how many bum holes are we gonna tickle? Like, before you know what? Instead of tickling it, let's just put a fist into it and then fucking, break some motherfucking shit going. Circuit, it's fucking red. Big love to you, bro. But that's what we're looking for. Like, are we tickling bum holes, or are we gonna be start fisting? Which we're gonna have to start fisting somewhere, right? So I rather, like me, I bum biggie. I'd rather see some fisting actions, and I think you all would like some fisting actions too. I think everyone's into a bit of fisting, but it's time to get the fisting going on as well. This tickle bum hole, right? Like, I don't like it. It's like there's nothing too interesting about tickling. Tickling, when you were young, your fucking cousin or something like that, or your siblings may have tickled you and kept tickling and tickling and tickling, and then it's funny at first, isn't it? Right? You're laughing, and you're spinning around the floor and shit like that, and because your cousin or your brother or your sister is maybe older than you, so they had the power to actually follow you and tickle the shit out of you. But then it gets to a point where you're pissed. That's what's happening right now. We're going through this tickling bum hole shit going on, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting pissed. It's like, yo, fucking fuck them up, man. Put a fist in there, man. Let's see something. Let's push up. Let me play up. Or let's push down. Let me play down. I don't know where you want to fist. You want to fist for the bum hole? You want to fist for somewhere else? There's gonna be some fisting action going on, but let's fist the shit out. Yeah, 100%, bro. Like, you guys are laughing at it, but I'm telling you, like, for me, I can't. This is softcore. This is soft porn to me. This is boring. You know what I'm saying? But bless you, critique. Hope the kid's not around though, man. I apologize if your kids or your sibling or your your mum's around, or maybe your partner's there, you'd be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about, man? Fucking brown motherfucker coming onto the internet talking about bomb holes and shit. But that's what she said. You see, that's the thing is, right? We'll come on the stream, we had a bit of a laugh, bit of a joke and whatnot. But in reality, there's a lot of educational point of view that we go through as well, and it's quite important that we do this as well. And there's no point like being so serious about it, man. You gotta have some fun. Life's too fucking short. So if I want to see some fisting, right? How would I like to step into the fisting? Personally, yeah. Thank you so much for that, Mr. M. Appreciate that, man. Bon Biggie, bless you, my bro. Smash the likes, man. Come on, man. Don't let me down. But yeah. So if I want, so we got the mid range, right? I mean, we can play within Monday's range. No problem. That's not a problem. If we step back into it, hold above it, play back to mid-range, range high. And we can do the same, playing back down to mid-range, range low. That's what we could do. It's not a problem. I don't fucking mind. But magenta. Isn't magenta fucking another word saying pink, bro? I swear magenta is another word for pink. Magenta. Bro, you're calling it pink, bro. It does say defined as a pinkish purplish red. It's pink. That's pink, fam. That's not magenta. That's a completely different color, bro. 1 second. How is this? Well, how is this the same as that? That's not the same, bro. It's red. It's portraying that, bro. Apparently it is now. We're making it a thing now. Yeah. So going back into thingy, magenta, bro. Trying to diss me in another smart word as well, isn't it? The fucking dickhead. Big love to you, Circuit. But yeah, literally, that's one thing. So if I want to step in for bearish plays, right, and say, yo, let's send the market back down. Let it get back down to below the mid range, just the mid range, right? This will be the key low over here. Once we get down below here, which is the 25% of July's low, then that will give me a confirmation to play back down into Monday's low. Well, especially once we step into last week's Monday's low. If you want to be more conservative, this will be your confirmation there. Play it back down into the mid-range, play it back down to the range low. And the range low is over here. And it just so happened that that range low is close to the weekly low. 11:30. 11:30's never left. I've been after 11:30 for a little while. It's taking a little while, but it's not a problem. You know, 11:30's never left. I got a swing trade on Ethereum. Looking for 11:30, and I've still got that. All I've done is just tighten my stops on that. So that's pretty much the play for the bearish side. Nothing else, and that's pretty much it. Any questions before I head off? We hit the 1 hour marker as well. Fucking hell. I'm so knackered. Jesus. Yeah, I'm so shattered. But anyway, we've got to get back to work as well. Give me a second there. Right, cool, that's it. Perfect. Plans for the new year, bro? Yeah, family New Year's. Got some fireworks, bro. I got some fireworks, fam. I told you I got bare fireworks, fam. Do you know what the funny thing is, right? I bought fireworks, I bought the house in 2019. Yeah, it was that year, 2019. During that year, I bought fireworks, fam. I bought like bare fireworks, man. And it was in the shed for a little while, so I don't know if they work or not. So what I've done in Halloween, I bought more fireworks, fam. I got like loads. Like I spent probably about £700 worth of fireworks extra compared to what I did in 2019. So we're just gonna go mad on fireworks with the kids and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's all for the kids, and for me really. Actually, I like fireworks. Like one day I do want to have like a firework fight. Like, you know, for example, like you walk down the street and like Harry Potter the shit out of it. So you just light up a fucking bazooka one in it and just point it at some motherfucker and then bang, shoot him in the fucking face and shit. I'm kidding. Or maybe I'm not. I don't know. You never know with me. But yeah, I got some fireworks for New Year's. That's pretty much it, man. Chilling, just chilling, man. Some family, kids. You know, have a bunch of laugh. You know, just chilling. You know, smoke up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta smoke up. And that's pretty much it, man. That's my New Year's really. What about you guys, man? Anything planned for you guys? I want to touch base on LTC quickly. BNB looks like a bag of shit still. Nothing's really changed. I mean, if you want more information for all this, yeah, there we go. This BTC LTC trade is still going well. I'm in an LTC short. My stop loss is above this block over here. I've entered. I had a sell order over here, sell limit there, so I'm all good. Bit of a wide stop there, but I don't expect if you were to step in, I'd have cut the trade there and take the loss there, but not a big deal. I did the rundown with the guys on the in DCC yesterday briefly as well. This was literally when we spiked up, before we spiked up, and I had a sell limit there over stop loss there. It's all good, all good. So I'm in the short there. This is the 4-hour SR there. Once we lose this low here, take the fucking back down, come back down over here, lose this there, come back and retest this, fill out all this fin move over here. Once we step back down, back into this high here, and that's the weekly range high, and then from there, what I'm looking for is play confirmation really, right? If I want to have a confirmed trade, is literally this. They do his thing, whatever he wants to do. Maybe set up next year, play it back down, all the way to 25 mid-range to range low, and then from there break this out. We might bounce up and hold above it, no problem, that's fine. I could cut the trade there, but if we lose this there, I'm looking for $29 for LTC. Fuck LTC, just suck a dick, man. Yeah, Doge. I think Doge looks fucking shit, man. This is a weekly range high. We'll come back into these lows. If I want to have a confirmed short, see this low over here, that's holding the market there. Support, deviation, come back down there, adding support. A lot of people be like, yeah, I would do a trend line, because you guys like your fucking trend lines like a bunch of morons that you guys are. In all honesty, these trend lines are great for bullish plays. No, these are the kind of trend lines you want for bearish plays. Difference. In a bear market, that's the trend line. In a bull market, that's the trend line. Just know the difference, all right? Don't get too excited about trend lines, and don't get too happy. If it were to break above it, I'm not in a position with Doge, and if it breaks above it, I like to see how we play into this area here, all right? Not here, this area here first. Confirmation above here, play it back up, and then we go to 8.8 cents, and we'll see what happens there. What else we got? So, but for me with Doge, I think like 1 cent would be nice, you know? I ain't gonna lie to you, 1 fucking cent would be pretty sweet. You know, it'll be a nice little buy for us. I'll be quite happy with that. Somewhere around here. Buy over here. And then we'll talk about it in 2024. Start selling up when Elon start pumping it. You know. Dot looks like a fucking shit bag. $4.44. That's fucking shit. Solana, I'm selling that short, that swing play Solana. I entered it around like, I think it's like $19 I entered in. On Solana. I still got the short going on. I think $5 is just around the corner. Nothing too fucking spectacular. We lost the July's. Was this July's range? Yeah, November's that range. Yeah, this is a range bound environment, and we're losing this area here. This is, you can see consolidation over here. Once we lose this low here, if you want confirmation for the shorts, play it back down, break it down, send this back down to $5. That's an easy trade right there. Let's quickly have a look at a few more. Link. It's a bag of shit too. Nothing to. I wasn't a Link. I think I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, I wasn't in a Link trade. I think I'm gonna. I don't know. I'm quite happy to actually hold this Link spot. I got a Link spot, a small little bag on Link spot. Nothing too spectacular there. I got a little bit of a Link spot. I mean, confirmation for the longs will be like this. Break above here. Hold this up there. Let's play into this area there, and maybe we'll be lucky to $7 to the mid range. But really and truly, once we lose this area here, bearish play back to $4.60. We'll see what the next plan is. There's a lot more to it. That's a quarterly low. What else can I actually go through quickly? Just run through a bunch of bullshit coins. Yeah, they're all shit. ADA looks like a shit bag. You can see this is the range high, range low. Really and truly, step back up. I don't mind. If we lose this area there, play it back down to the mid range. From the mid range, play it back down to 25% range. Back into this basic consolidation over here, and then we can see we can go back down to the range lows. We don't know, but probably into this area here. I'll be quite happy with a 50% discount on alts across the board, which will come to like 13 cents. 13 cents would probably be about here, around there. We'll see. There's a bunch of coins that's gonna be shit. Kusama's fucked. BNB, I'm on BNB a lot more lower. I think BNB can really get. I've been talking about this for quite some time, but again, small consolidation. If it spikes up, I'm quite happy to enter a short, right, a swing short. To be honest, right, if I were to look at it this way, what are the key levels I'm looking for? This is on the daily, right? It's this. So what's holding the market? See this high here? That's what's holding the market right there. We got this high acting as resistance. We get back up, support, come back up. Looks like a deviation. It's acting as support. No problem. We're holding this line. The moment we start losing this line here, breaks down, play it back down, take out the liquidity over here. Once we lose the liquidity, take out these liquidity over here and send the fucker back down. That's it. End of story. I don't really give a shit. What else? This is fun. This is fun. I love fucking shorting shit. CRV, fuck CRV. CRV can suck a dick, right? When I say I think any coin, just say suck a dick. Yo, Nick, what you saying? What's going on, brother? When I say coin, just say suck a dick. When I say ban, you say suck a dick. when I say BNB, you say suck a dick. Fucking hell. Rune, suck a dick. So, fucking hell. But see, I mean, shit, dude, man. This is quarterly low. This is quarterly low. This is fucking shit. But we're bullish, apparently. We're fucking bullish. Oh, man. Jesus Christ, man. Ya Allah, you made some stupid human beings. Oh, man. I love it. I love it to bits. CRV looks crap anyway, to be honest. This looks really bad. I think it goes down over here, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you. 33 cents is quite the minimum. I think we make new lows in CRV. Rune, let's have a bit of thingy. When I say Rune, you say suck a dick. Suck a dick. Fucking hell. Rune, man, let's go on the weekly. This looks bad, fam. This looks fucked. This is depressing, fam. What, like, is it? It must be at a 95% coming shit. Let's have a look at that quickly. From the highs to where we are right now. Bruv, 93%. Dude. But you want to buy in it. That's okay. Keep buying. I'll be happy to buy over here. 63 cents. I don't see why not. Anyway, so let's just have a look. Let's go to the daily. Let's focus on the price action where we are right now. I've already looked at Sol, bro. Sol looks like it's a sucker dick motion going on. You can just rewind back a little bit. AI, oh yeah, AI can suck a dick too as well. Trust me. I'll show you some AIs in a bit. We've got this range band environment here. This is October's high, October's low. Is it? Yeah, it's October's high, October's low. Got a deviation of the October's low. We step back in, we'll come back down. If it was to be bullish, right, I want to see this high get taken out, and then we can play it back up to the mid range. I'll be happy to take a long on confirmation to the mid range. But breaks down, bearish market structure. Then we play it back down into these areas here at $1.20. From $1.20, come down into these areas. You know what's interesting? I'll show you this. What's interesting is this. See this trend line over here. Once we lose this trend line, you've got a bit game over, motherfuckers. And then we can play it back down, take out these liquidity over here at $1, and then bearish market structure, short the fuck out of it, back to 63 cents. That's really the plan. What does look good? You know what looks good? The fisting motion. AI, it's made from a trend, bruv. Like, I don't understand why it's so bullish. Look at Ocean, fam. Right, it's spiked up, no problem. It's come to the mid range, right? Is it gonna break up? Is this the only coin that's gonna do this? Go on the upside? No. It might come up to the range high and then we break down. So I'm just being patient. I'm not gonna phase. I'm not gonna start shorting coins that have like a bit of a narrative at the moment. It's just like one of those things. Like I'm like, okay, it's not pumping, but bruv, like let's be honest, right? This pump is shit compared to the fucking dump, fam. You know what I'm saying? Look at this dump right here. This is the beautiful dump. From the high to where we are right now, it's like 91%. We just had a little bit of a pump on, and if you focus on the 1 minute, it looks fucking amazing. Don't get me wrong, but really, truly, we're playing within the range. Sorry, excuse me, playing within the range, July's range, and we're at the mid range, right? So if it was to be bearish, let it do its finest thing, get back below, bearish market structure, play it back down to range low. If it was to be bullish, one above it, bullish market structure, play back up to range high. That's it. That's pretty much it. I don't think we're going to go up on to these higher fucking crazy numbers like $1 or $5 or whoever thinks that it needs some help. But nothing too spectacular in my opinion. It's just having a bit of a narrative, and every time they have a narrative, let it just pump. I'm happy to sit out of it and let it pump. If it wants to go up to here, to this area there, breaks down, I'll take the short over here, play it back down to range low. And then once we lose this, let's make new lows. You know what I mean? What's the previous lows? Let's have a look. Yeah, we made new lows. How is this bullish? It's one of the coins that's made new lows from when it came out, and then like with this is where it came out, right? And back in 2020, right? Prior to the mega bull run. That was low. So look what it is. Resistance, deviation, resistance. It's not like for me to step in, say, yeah, time to buy, get above 25 cents, hold above it, then I'm happy to buy it. I'm not buying at 18 cents with the anticipation of thinking of this. No, fuck that, man. You can suck a dick in it. What's another one? Fat was another one, right? Hey, Nitish Kijay. Go quick. Happy Christmas to you, man. Big love to you and your family as well. And Fat as well, man. I mean, look what happened. Let's come back to the original consolidation, which is this area. This is the original consolidation. And all we did, we found, we step into it and we push back up. And this is a range bound environment. So nothing too crazy. We're at range high. So it's making me think like, okay, this is a shorting opportunity. It was a shorting opportunity yesterday. 1 hour. You can see it quite clearly. Finding resistance, and now we come back to 25%. And if I were to draw a trend line, do this one, yeah, something like that. Delete this. It do its thing. Once we get back below it, breaking market structure, broke the trend line, send that to mid range back down to range low. That's it, done. End of story. John, what's going on, brother? But yeah, man, I'm telling you, all these fucking coins can suck a dick. There's nothing too interesting about it as well. There'll be a time to buy, which should be around sometime probably like late 2023, probably mid 2023, late 2023. It could be early 2023. I don't know. We'll have to play the market as it comes. There's going to be a lot of dinosaur coins are going to be dying, in my opinion. So be careful what you buy and what you're holding. There's nothing to hold in per se to actually say, yeah, this is going to be mega bullish. There's bullshit. But most of these coins can suck a dick. That's what I can say. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. If you guys are interested for more work and to actually join the country club, you guys can be more than welcome. Hit the website down below, traderdaink.com. Join the DCC. We do a lot of shit there. The daily trades, the daily trade sessions are going on over there actually. I just thought like, I was saying to the guys like I kind of miss going onto YouTube and I kind of think whatever blah blah, and like it was Shazzy was like, yeah man, just jump on YouTube. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. So I miss you too, bro. All of you guys, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been a real pleasure as well. And I just want to say, Friday we are going to do another stream live. In terms of a plan, like the outlook for 2023, what we can anticipate, what we can hope for, what we can look for in terms of price action. But we'll work it from there, level to level. We'll see what happens. But I'll see you guys on Friday. But in the meantime, bless you guys. Have a great week. Enjoy the time off, and yeah, man, have fun. Don't get fucked up in your face and stuff like that. Be safe, be cool, be calm, and trust me, these coins can suck a dick, man. Take care, everybody. Bye, everyone.